Welcome back. What happens when one viral moment turns into months of nonstop backlash and suddenly an entire career starts feeling the pressure? It's now March 2026, and the controversy surrounding Billie Eilish refuses to fade away. What started as a heated debate after the Grammy Awards speech has now evolved into something much bigger: declining product sales, marketing cuts behind the scenes, and growing tension inside her own team. And now, with her brother Phineas O'Connell stepping into the debate and doubling down online, insiders say the situation may actually be getting worse instead of better. So what exactly is happening behind the scenes in Hollywood right now? And why are some executives reportedly starting to worry about the future of Billie Eilish's brand? Stay with me, because the deeper you look into this story, the more complicated it becomes. And if you enjoy deep dives into Hollywood drama, celebrity controversies, and the business behind entertainment, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next breakdown. Normally, celebrity controversies follow a predictable pattern. A comment is made, social media reacts, a few headlines appear, and within a week or two, the internet moves on. But with Billie Eilish, that pattern hasn't really happened. Ever since her widely discussed comment about stolen land during the Grammy Awards, the internet reaction has continued to circulate across social media platforms, podcasts, and commentary channels. Some celebrities defended her statement, arguing that she was simply expressing a political perspective that many artists have shared before. Others were far more critical, claiming the moment felt unnecessary for an award show that is supposed to celebrate music. Because of that divide, the conversation never truly cooled down. Instead, it evolved. Some Hollywood figures began quietly distancing themselves from the controversy. Others openly supported her online, turning the moment into a much larger cultural debate. And in today's digital environment, once a conversation like that starts gaining momentum, it can become incredibly difficult to stop. One of the biggest challenges celebrities face today is the internet's memory. Moments that once would have disappeared within days now remain searchable forever. Clips circulate repeatedly, reactions are reposted, and commentary videos keep the story alive long after the original moment. We've seen this happen before. For example, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock during the Academy Awards in 2022, the incident continued being discussed for years afterward. That single moment ended up reshaping public perception of one of Hollywood's biggest stars. And for Billie Eilish, some analysts believe something similar might be happening right now, not necessarily on the same level, but in terms of how one viral moment can follow a celebrity for a long time. But the real concern reportedly isn't just online criticism. According to discussions happening within entertainment circles, some of Billie's team members are increasingly worried about the business impact. Billie Eilish isn't just a singer anymore. Over the past few years, she has built a full entertainment brand that includes merchandise, fashion collaborations, fragrances, and beauty products. And when you build a brand like that, everything becomes connected. Music success influences merchandise sales, public image affects partnerships, and controversies can sometimes influence consumer behavior. Recently, analysts within her extended team reportedly noticed something concerning. Sales across several product lines have begun to slow down. Reports suggest that merchandise categories tied to Billie, including clothing items and fragrances, experienced a noticeable decline, with estimates suggesting roughly a 23% drop compared to earlier projections. Now, fluctuations like that do happen in business. Trends change all the time. But when those declines happen at the same time as a public controversy, teams naturally start asking questions. Another layer to this situation involves a project connected to her latest creative era, the film project tied to the album Hit Me Hard and Soft. Entertainment insiders say studios and marketing teams have been monitoring the reaction surrounding the project very closely. According to reports, executives at Paramount Pictures recently reevaluated the promotional strategy tied to the project. Part of that reevaluation reportedly involved reducing marketing spending by around 17%, which translates to millions of dollars in adjustments. When a studio makes a decision like that, it usually means they're attempting to reduce financial risk while waiting to see how public interest develops. And naturally, moves like that can create tension between studios, managers, and creative teams who all want the project to succeed. One of the more surprising developments reportedly involves promotional merchandise connected to the movie. In recent years, movie theaters have started producing exclusive collectibles for major releases. These can range from themed drink cups to limited edition popcorn buckets that fans collect. Major theater chains such as AMC Theaters and Regal Cinemas frequently partner with studios to create these promotional items. According to reports circulating in entertainment media circles, one theater chain had initially planned a special promotional item tied to the Hit Me Hard and Soft film, but the project was quietly canceled before reaching production. Now, promotional items might sound like a small detail, but for theaters, they represent marketing investments designed to generate excitement around a release. When companies begin backing away from those collaborations, it often signals hesitation about the overall promotional strategy. Behind the scenes, these developments have reportedly sparked intense conversations within Billie Eilish's management circle. Agents, marketing strategists, and brand managers are all trying to determine the best path forward. One strategy reportedly being discussed involves accelerating future product releases. Items originally planned for 2027 could potentially be moved forward to late 2026 in an effort to reignite excitement around the brand. But even insiders acknowledge that such a strategy carries risk. Releasing products too quickly might overwhelm the market, while waiting too long could allow the current narrative to continue dominating the conversation. In other words, there's no easy solution. Another important part of this story involves Billie's brother and longtime collaborator, Phineas O'Connell. Phineas has been a central figure in Billie's music career from the very beginning, producing many of her biggest songs and helping shape her creative direction. However, his social media activity has also placed him directly in the middle of the controversy. Reports suggest that his frequent political commentary online has kept the debate surrounding Billie active, as supporters and critics continue responding to his posts. Whether intentional or not, those online discussions can amplify the controversy rather than allowing it to fade. The next major moment could come from upcoming media appearances. Billie Eilish and Phineas are expected to appear on the daytime talk show The View sometime in mid-March. Interviews like that can shape public perception significantly. Sometimes they allow celebrities to clarify their statements and reset the narrative. Other times, they can unintentionally extend the controversy. Industry observers will be watching closely to see how that conversation unfolds. Politics has also become an important element in this situation. Both Billie and Phineas have been vocal about political issues in the past, and reports suggest they may continue speaking at events related to the 2026 midterm elections in the United States. For some fans, activism is part of what makes artists relatable. But for others, political messaging can be polarizing, especially when audiences simply want entertainment without political debate. That divide is something many celebrities struggle to navigate. So where does all of this leave Billie Eilish? Right now, the future remains uncertain. Her team is reportedly evaluating long-term plans, including the possibility of a 2027 tour, while closely monitoring public reaction and industry trends. In the entertainment world, reputations can change quickly. Some artists face backlash and eventually recover stronger than ever. Others struggle to regain the same level of momentum they once had. For Billie Eilish, the coming months may be crucial in determining which path her career follows. And one thing is certain: Hollywood, the media, and fans alike will be watching very closely to see what happens next.